Okay, so looking back at the Pixel 4a video I originally did, a lot of people seem to really like that video, and I enjoyed the positive feedback as well. But here we are in 2022 where 5G still isn't that great, in my area at least, let alone available in all of the United States yet. Phones have seemed to get quite a bit bigger. Cameras have improved for sure, but the Pixel phones have always had some of the best cameras in my opinion. The 5.8-inch screen is pretty compact compared to today's standards, but you take one look at new phones like the iPhone SE that was just released, and it makes you think, okay, the Pixel 4a screen actually looks really good compared to that. You get 1080p by 2340 OLED display. It's got always on display, 443 ppi. You can watch YouTube videos in 2160p, full HD playback in Netflix. Now battery size is only 3,140 milliamp hours, but it's still got 9 hours in my battery drain test, which is still really good even today in 2022 compared to other phones that are coming out. You get the physical fingerprint scanner right on the back. Sure, that might be a little outdated compared to what they're doing in 2022. But it still works better than some of the ones that built right into the screen. Performance wise, this phone isn't going to be breaking any speed records or anything, but compared to other mid-range phones coming out in 2022, it holds up quite nicely. You get 6 GB of RAM, Snapdragon 730G processor. It still feels pretty snappy, just moving around the software, and it's gonna get the job done to just about anything you would need. Another nice feature is the dual speakers. You've got one at the bottom and up by the earpiece. Let me give you a quick audio test just so you can see what it sounds like. It came with 128 gigabytes of storage, which was really great back then, and other manufacturers are just starting to make that the new standard today, although you still have some coming out today with only 64 gigabytes of storage or even less. If you see what software is on the Pixel 6 Pro, it's actually pretty great in my opinion. And when you look at the Pixel 4a and realize it's very similar to what you get on the new Pixels, just makes it another reason to like what Google was doing with this smaller Pixel. Sure, other brands are getting a little better when it comes to cameras. I gotta say, this phone is still better than most and right up there with flagships when it comes to photo quality. Sure, video quality might not be as good as flagships, but still pretty good in my opinion, especially for this price range. After a while, it makes me think it was probably better than I originally thought. After using a larger phone like the Pixel 6 Pro for a while, it kind of makes me want to try a smaller phone for a while just to see how I like it. I'm sort of curious to see what Google's coming out with later this year. It sounds like the Pixel 6a is coming up soon. And then of course the Pixel 7, Pixel 7 Pro. I know a lot of people say they've had issues with their Pixel 6 or 6 Pro. For me, I've only had one, and that's where it just sort of shut off out of nowhere. And I couldn't figure out what was going on. I eventually got it to power back on, and luckily it hasn't happened since. So if you've made it this far into the video, you may want to say thanks by subscribing, and don't forget to give a thumbs up if this video was helpful. This is Brian from FishBee Productions. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.